Our third chapter in political science covers democracy and diversity. Democracy यानी लोकशाही यानी लोगों का राज, what we call a government for the people, of the people and by the people. Diversity यानी भिन्नता. Bhinnata means variety. There are different types of people in India. That means different religions, different communities, different languages. So we are going to do this lesson today. Let us see. First we are doing a story from Mexico Olympics. The picture on the page depicts an important landmark in the history of the civil rights movement in the United States. These represent the medal ceremony of the 200 meters race in the 1968 Olympics held at Mexico City. The two men standing with clenched fist. Clenched fist means when you have it closed this way, when you put your hand up this way, upraised and heads bowed, while the American national anthem was played, are the US athletes Tommy Smith and John Carlos. They are African Americans. Now what is African American? Africans may be first generation, maybe second or third generation, who have migrated from Africa and come to America, but now they are American citizens. So they represent America in the Olympic Games. They had won the gold and bronze medals respectively. They received their medals wearing black socks and no shoes to represent black poverty. With this gesture, they tried to draw international attention to racial discrimination in the United States. The black gloved and the raised clenched fists were meant to symbolize black power. The silver medalist, white Australian athlete Peter Norman, wore a human rights badge on his shirt during the ceremony to show his support for the two Americans. Do you think that Carlos and Smith should have raised an international matter, means which is internal American, at an international event? Would you say that what they did was political? Why do you think Peter Norman, who was neither black nor American, joined in the gesture of protest? If you were you, what would you do? अभी ये आपको सवाल पूछा जाता है, तीन एथलीट्स जो जीते, गोल्ड मेडल, सिल्वर मेडल और ब्रॉन्ज मेडल. गोल्ड और ब्रॉन्ज जीतने वाले जो थे वो ब्लैक अमेरिकन थे. उन्होंने काले मोजे पहने थे, जूते नहीं पहने थे और हाथ में ग्लव्स या दस्ताने पहनी थी काले वाली, दिखाने के लिए कि ब्लैक पावर. ये उन्होंने मुद्दा क्यों उठाया इंटरनेशनल गेम्स में, मेक्सिको में ओलंपिक गेम्स में? क्योंकि जो फर्क किया जाता है काले गोरे में, उसके लिए उनको सपोर्ट चाहिए था. जो काला नहीं था, ऑस्ट्रेलियन था, सिल्वर मेडलिस्ट था, उसने भी उनके लिए सिंबॉलिक एक सपोर्ट दिखाया. तो शायद आप ये करते या नहीं करते, ऐसे उन्होंने पूछा है. यानी नॉट नेसेसरी आप, क्योंकि आप पर जुल्म किया जाता है आप ही उसके लिए आवाज उठाते हैं, दूसरे भी आवाज उठा सकते हैं आपके लिए. Similarly here, civil rights movement in the USA. Martin Luther King was the leader of the black movement. They did not have any political power. So in their support, he also had fought for their rights to vote so that they get equal political rights. The International Olympic Association held Carlos and Smith guilty of violating the Olympic spirit by making a political statement. Their medals were taken back. Back home, they were subjected to a lot of criticism. Norman too suffered for his action and was not included in the Olympic team for the next Olympic. But their action succeeded in gaining international attention for the civil rights movement in the US. Recently, the San Jose State University, of which they were former students, honored them and installed their statue in the university campus. When Norman died in 2006, Smith and Carlos were pallbearers at his funeral. ये मुद्दा जो उठाया गया इंटरनेशनल फोरम या प्लेटफॉर्म पे, वो इंटरनल मैटर था ऐसे कह के उनका मेडल वापस ले लिया गया. लेकिन उनके यूनिवर्सिटी ने इन दोनों को अपनी तरफ से सम्मानित किया. उनके पुतले या मूर्ति भी बनाई गई उनके यूनिवर्सिटी में. जब उनमें से एक मर गया तो दूसरे दो पॉल बेरर्स बने. पॉल बेरर्स यानी जो अर्थी उठाते हैं. सो यू कैन सी दैट attention was drawn to this particular problem because they brought it out at the Olympic Games. Maybe otherwise people would not even have bothered about it. Now, if you look at the next topic that they have given us to debate upon. Okay. So, first we look at the names quickly. Tommy Smith and John Carlos were the black, that is the African Americans. Peter Norman was Australian. So, when Peter Norman died, his pallbearers were his two friends who had won with him in the Olympics in the 200 meters race. This happened in Mexico in 1968. Okay, so this is first story that we have. The second thing that we saw, a small section, that is Martin Luther King. That is the leader of the blacks. This movement took place in the US between 1966 and 1975. Okay, so now we are coming to India, that is for the Dalit. Some Dalit groups decided to participate in the UN conference against racism in Durban in 2001. Durban is in Africa, demanding the inclusion of caste in the agenda of this conference. Here are three reactions to this movement. अभी दलित लोग जो थे, यानी जो कम जात के माने जाते हैं, उन्होंने डर्बन के कॉन्फ्रेंस में ये कहा कि ये जो जात है उसको शामिल किया जाए. अभी तीन उसके ऊपर जो प्रतिक्रिया हुई वो देखते हैं. फर्स्ट, अमनदीप कौर. This is a government official. Our constitution declares caste discrimination to be illegal. If some caste discrimination continues, it is an internal matter. I am opposed to this being raised in an international forum. तो ये जो गवर्नमेंट अफसर था, उन्होंने कहा कि ये इंटरनल मैटर है, इंडिया का मैटर है. तो वो इंटरनेशनल जगह में उसका वो मुद्दा उठाना या पॉइंट उठाना वो गलत बात है. यानी जैसे उनको कहा गया कि मेक्सिको के ओलंपिक गेम्स में ये मुद्दा क्यों उठाया, ये तो इंटरनल मामला है. तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल का ये प्रतिक्रिया रही. सेकेंड, ओनम, दैट इज अ सोशियोलॉजिस्ट, यानी समाज के बारे में जो पढ़ाई करते हैं. आई एम अपोज टू दिस बिकॉज कास्ट एंड रेस आर नॉट सिमिलर डिविजन्स. Caste is a social division while race is a biological one. Raising caste in this conference on racism would mean equating the two. अभी इन्होंने क्या कहा कि ये मुद्दा मुझे लगता है नहीं उठाना चाहिए क्योंकि ये रेसिज्म के ऊपर ये पॉइंट एक्चुअली मुद्दा है या वो डिस्कस कर रहे हैं डर्बन में. रेसिज्म एंड कास्टिज्म. What is the difference? कास्ट यानी जो जात पात है वो सिर्फ इंडिया में होती है, पूरी दुनिया में नहीं होती. और ये सामाजिक डिफरेंस जो बनाते हैं, यानी ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य, शूद्र, अपने कौन से इसमें जन्म लिया फैमिली में या जन्म से ही आप इस कास्ट के माने जाते हैं. और रेसिज्म जो है वो बायोलॉजिकल डिफरेंस है, यानी साइंटिफिक तौर पे जैसे नीग्रोज है उनको काला माना जाता है, हम जो है ब्राउन रेस है, जो चाइनीज है उनको येलो रेस माना जाता है, जो ओरिजिनल अमेरिकन है रेड इंडियंस क्योंकि उनकी त्वचा लाल होती है, और कॉकेशियंस यानी यूरोपीय देश के जो गोरे लोग रहते हैं. तो ये 5 रंग के जो लोग रहते हैं, दैट डिफरेंस इज रेसिज्म. वो भी जन्म से ही रहता है, लेकिन वो आपको वंश से मिला हुआ बायोलॉजिकल डिफरेंस है. तो उन्होंने कहा ये जो कॉन्फ्रेंस है रेसिज्म के ऊपर है, कास्टिज्म के ऊपर नहीं है, तो दलितों को ये मुद्दा नहीं उठाना चाहिए. तो फर्स्ट गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल ने कहा इंटरनल मैटर है. ओके, सो व्हाई डिड दे से? फर्स्ट वन सेड इट इज इंटरनल मैटर, तो इसीलिए वो नहीं उठाना चाहिए. सेकेंड, ही सेड दैट दिस इज अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ कास्टिज्म नॉट ऑफ रेसिज्म, इसीलिए वो मुद्दा नहीं उठाना चाहिए. अभी थर्ड रिएक्शन, अशोक, अ दलित एक्टिविस्ट, यानी जो दलितों के लिए ही काम कर रहा है. द आर्ग्यूमेंट अबाउट इंटरनल मैटर इज अ वे ऑफ प्रिवेंटिंग ओपन डिस्कशन ऑफ ऑपरेशन एंड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. रेस इज नॉट प्योरली बायोलॉजिकल, इट इज एज मच अ लीगल एंड सोशियोलॉजिकल कैटेगरी एज कास्ट. कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन मस्ट बी रेज्ड एट दिस कॉन्फ्रेंस. तो दलितों के लिए जो लड़ रहा है उसका कहना था कि ये इंटरनल मैटर भले ही हो, लेकिन अगर उनका शोषण होता है, उनका अगर एक्सप्लॉयटेशन होता है, वो कोई दबाव में है, तो वो मुद्दा उनको उठाना चाहिए. दूसरी बात, जैसे रेसिज्म में फर्क करते हैं, कास्टिज्म में भी सामाजिक तौर पे फर्क करते हैं. सो वो मुद्दा उठाना चाहिए. सो द two arguments were against. That means they should not raise this topic. And the activist who was fighting for the Dalits felt that no, we should raise this topic. Now, do you agree? Of course, when we say do you agree, it is up to you. Normally, we say yes, because sometimes an internal matter, it will never get solved if internally it continues, because sociologically people believe that yes, it's the right thing to do. So the way at Mexico Olympics, the racial discrimination which was taking place was brought to light. Similarly, at Durban, though it was a conference for racial discrimination, this point could be brought out. Differences, similarities and divisions. The athletes in the example above were responding to social divisions and social inequalities. But does that happen only in societies which have racial divisions? In the previous two chapters, we have already noted some other forms of social divisions. The example of Belgium and Sri Lanka show regional and social divisions. In the case of Belgium, you saw that two different languages, mainly Dutch and French. In Sri Lanka, again we saw linguistic differences, basically Sinhalese and Tamilians. These social diversity can take form of different social divisions. So ये जो फर्क है भाषा में या जात पात में या धर्म में, उसके कारण जो डिवीजन होता है सामाजिक. Origins of social division, यानी from where did it start? These social differences are mostly based on accident of birth. Normally we don't choose to belong to a community. We belong to it simply because we were born in it. We all experience social differences based on accident of birth in our everyday lives. People around us are male or female, they are tall or short, they have different kinds of complexions or have different physical disabilities or abilities. But all kinds of social differences are not based on accident or birth. Some of the differences are based on our choice. For example, some people are atheist. Atheist means who don't believe in God or any religion. Some people choose to follow a religion other than the one in which they are born. Most of us choose what to study, which occupation to take up, and which games or cultural activities to take part in. All these lead to formation of social groups that are based on our choices. तो अभी ये फर्क जो होता है, सामाजिक फर्क, दो तरीकों से हो सकता है. Social differences. One is by birth and the other is by choice. Okay, so you can write by birth and by choice. इसमें फर्क क्या है? आप कौन सी जात के हैं वो बर्थ से यानी जन्म से ही तय किया जाता है. आप कौन से रंग के हैं वो जन्म से ही तय किया जाता है. आप लंबे हैं या नाटे हैं तो वो आपके माँ बाप अगर लंबे हैं तो उस हिसाब से आप बनेंगे. लेकिन चॉइस से जो है, अभी आप डॉक्टर बने और आपने तरक्की की, आपके माँ बाप शायद फार्मर्स रहे होंगे या कोई भी जो भी आपका ऑक्यूपेशन है वो आप चूज कर सकते हैं. पहले वैसे नहीं था. यानी अगर आपके माँ बाप एक काम करते हैं तो आप भी वही काम करते हैं, आपको चॉइस नहीं था. तो सिर्फ रंग रूप नहीं, सिर्फ आपकी जात नहीं, लेकिन आपका ऑक्यूपेशन या पेशा जो है वो भी जन्म से तय था. तो वो अभी नहीं होता. आप जो फर्क, हम सामाजिक फर्क देखते हैं, जैसे क्लास, रिच एंड पुअर, तो पुअर आदमी यानी गरीब आदमी भी मेहनत से रिच बन सकता है, तो उनमें भी एक फर्क हो सकता है. Every social difference does not lead to social division. Social differences divide similar people from one another, but they also unite different people. Now, we saw that this is a negative point. ये जो फर्क होता है एक नेगेटिव पॉइंट माना जाता है क्योंकि लोगों में आप तोड़ते हैं उनको जोड़ने के बजाय. लेकिन एक प्लस पॉइंट भी रहता है. एक टाइप के जब लोग टुगेदर आते हैं वो जुड़ जाते हैं. So they not only get divided, but people who are divided into different, for example, a certain community or a certain class, they come together and they feel that they are one. They share differences and similarities cutting across the boundaries of their group. In the instance, Carlos and Smith were similar in one way, African American, and thus different from Norman, who was white. But they were all similar in other ways. They were all athletes who stood against racial discrimination. ये उदाहरण में हमने जब देखा Smith and Carlos. These two were African blacks, while Peter Norman was Australian. ये गोरे थे, ये काले थे. तो इनमें समानता ये थी कि ये काले थे, फर्क ये था कि ये गोरे थे. लेकिन तीनों में समानता क्या थी? वो एथलेटिक्स में भाग लेते थे, रनिंग रेस में, सभी एथलेटिक्स में इंटरेस्ट रखते थे, और सभी रेशियल डिस्क्रिमिनेशन या ये जो काले गोरे का फर्क है उसके खिलाफ आवाज अपनी उठाना चाहते थे. It is fairly common for people belonging to the same religion to feel that they do not belong to the same community because their caste or sect is different. It is also possible for people from different religions to have the same caste and feel close to each other. Rich and poor persons from the same family often do not keep close relation with each other, for they feel they are very different. Thus, we all have more than one identity and we belong to more than one social group. So we can have different identities in different contexts. अलग अलग संदर्भों में हम अलग अलग अपनी पहचान बनाते हैं. कभी कभी एक ही फैमिली में एक रिश्तेदार अगर गरीब है तो शायद आप उनसे कांटेक्ट नहीं रखते क्योंकि आपको लगता है वो फ़र्क, हम अमीर है वो तो गरीब है, जो एक्चुअली सही नहीं है, लेकिन हो सकता है. एक ही धर्म के होने के बावजूद नॉट नेसेसरी उनको एक लगता है, क्योंकि उनको लगता है नहीं हम हिंदू हैं लेकिन हम ब्राह्मण हैं और वो क्षत्रिय है या शूद्र है, या हम ब्राह्मण हैं लेकिन हम विष्णु भक्त है वो तो शिव भक्त है. तो देयर आर डिफरेंसेस इवन इन द सेम कम्युनिटी और इन द सेम रिलीजन, और people of different religions might feel one, like here we saw they were of different colors but they felt a common hatred towards racial discrimination. If social differences cut across generations or cut across boundaries, so that means sometimes you will find there is a cross cutting and sometimes there is an overlapping. Social divisions take place when some social differences overlap with other differences. The difference between the blacks and the whites becomes a social division in US because the blacks are poor, homeless and discriminated against. In our country, Dalits are often poor and landless and therefore they face discrimination or injustice. Situations of this kind produce social divisions when one kind of social difference becomes more important than the other. तो यहाँ पे दलितों पे जुल्म होता है, यूएस में काले लोगों पर जुल्म होता है, तो ये आप देखते हैं मीन्स एक कंट्री तक सीमित नहीं है, ये सारी दुनिया में आपको दिखाई देगा. If social differences cut one another, it is difficult to pit one group of people against the other. It means that groups that share a common interest on one issue are likely to be different sides on different issues. यानी एक मुद्दे पे ये सब लोग एकत्रित होंगे लेकिन दूसरे मुद्दे पे शायद वो दूसरे अलग ग्रुप में होंगे क्योंकि उनका मानना या कहना अलग होगा. Consider the case of North Ireland and Netherlands. Both are predominantly Christians but divided between Catholics and Protestants. In North Ireland, class and religion overlap each other. If you're Catholic, you're more likely to be poor, and you may have suffered a history of discrimination. In the Netherlands, class and religion tend to cut across each other. Catholics and Protestants are both equally likely to be poor or rich. The result is that Catholic and Protestants have had conflicts in Northern Ireland, while they do not have so in the Netherlands. Okay, now let us see this problem of Ireland and Netherlands. Both these countries have Catholics and Protestants. रोमन कैथलिक्स जो है वो पोप में मानते हैं, प्रोटेस्टेंट्स जो है वो क्रिश्चियन ही होते हैं लेकिन वो पोप के इम्पोर्टेंस को नहीं मानते. So now in Ireland you find Catholics are poor while Protestants are rich. तो ये यानी सामाजिक डिफरेंस जो अमीर गरीब का हुआ वो भी हुआ. This is in northern part of Ireland, and Catholics are generally poor. While in Netherlands, you'll find Catholics are poor and rich, or Protestants are also poor and rich. तो यहाँ पे poor और rich का problem नहीं होता नेदरलैंड में, जैसे नॉर्दर्न आयरलैंड में होता है. If social differences cut across each other in both the ways, that means you can see not only religiously but also according to poor and rich, then there can be a problem. Overlapping social differences create possibilities of deep social divisions and tensions. Cross-cutting social differences are easier to accommodate. Social differences of one kind or another exist in most countries. यानी हर देश में कोई ना कोई ऐसे division या discrimination होगा. It does not matter whether the country is small or big. India is a vast country, Belgium is a small country, even Germany and Sweden, which were once homogeneous, are undergoing rapid change with the influx of people from other parts of the country. From the world they come into this country. Now migrants come. पहले जर्मनी में एक टाइप के लोग रहते थे, यानी होमोजेनस. होमोजेनस यानी एक ही टाइप के. हेट्रोजेनस यानी अलग अलग भिन्न भिन्न प्रकार के. तो सभी अलग देशों से जब लोग माइग्रेट या स्थलांतर करके यहाँ पे आते हैं तो अलग अलग लोग दिखाई पड़ेंगे. जैसे यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका, you'll find it's a melting pot of culture. People from all over, that means whether it is people from Mexico, that means the Spanish speaking people, Hispanic people, or you find the Chinese, you have the Indians, there's a large majority of Indians. So you find all kinds of people come and it's like a melting pot. Migrants being with them, their own culture, along with them they will bring that and tend to form a different social community. In this sense, most countries of the world are multicultural. So people who come, like in America, when you see there is a certain ghetto where you have the Italians, another part where you have the black people, that means in Harlem, or another section where you have the Spanish people speaking, or you have another Little India where you have a majority of Indians, or you have Chinatown where you have a lot of Chinese. Now, politics in social divisions. How do these social divisions affect politics? What does politics do to these social divisions? At first sight, it would appear that the combination of politics and social divisions is very dangerous and explosive. Democracy involves competition among various political parties. Their competition tends to divide any society. If they start competing in terms of some existing social divisions, it can make social divisions into political divisions and lead to conflict, violence and disintegration of a country. This has happened in many countries. Politics और ये जो सामाजिक division है, क्या उसका combination स्फोटक बन सकता है, explosive बन सकता है? Yes, it's a bad combination because sometimes because of political reasons a country might even disintegrate. एक पूरा देश टूट फूट जा सकता है अगर politics इसमें आ जाए और वो चाहते हैं कि हमारा भाग अलग हो जाए. India can be taken as an example. Politically, India got divided. East Pakistan, West Pakistan was formed, which was carved out of what was India. Now, range of outcomes. Range of outcomes यानी भिन्न भिन्न प्रकार के या क्या क्या उसके परिणाम हो सकते हैं. Take the case of North Ireland that we referred to above. This region of United Kingdom has been for many years the site of violent and bitter ethno-political conflict. Its population is divided into two major sects of Christianity. 53% are Protestants while 44% are Roman Catholics. Okay, so here you have 53% of Protestants and you have 44% of Roman Catholics. That is in North Ireland. The Catholics were represented by the Nationalist Party, who demanded Northern Ireland to be unified with the Republic of Ireland, a predominantly Catholic country. The Protestants were represented by Unionists who wanted it to remain with UK. Hundreds of civilians, militants and security forces were killed between the Unionists and the Nationalists. It was only in 1998 that the UK government and the Nationalists reached a peace treaty. अभी यहाँ पे कैसे प्रॉब्लम हुआ? जो कैथलिक्स थे वो चाहते थे कि नॉर्दर्न आयरलैंड बाकी आयरलैंड के साथ जुड़ जाए. प्रोटेस्टेंट्स जो थे उनको यूके, यूनाइटेड किंगडम इज मेड आउट ऑफ 4 parts. that means England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland. तो वो चाहते थे कि ये यूनियन बना रहे यानी यूके के साथ। तो उनमें जो वायलेंट फाइट हुआ तो उसमें बहुत खून खराबा हुआ, तो ये प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है। नाउ इन यूगोस्लाविया और एक कहानी देखते हैं। In Yugoslavia, the story did not have a happy ending. Political competition along religious ending ethnic lines led to the disintegration of Yugoslavia into 6 independent countries. Yugoslavia के 6 अलग-अलग भाग हो गए। Why? Because this problem could not be solved. So Yugoslavia जो country थी वो रही ही नहीं और उसके 6 टुकड़े हो गए। Such examples lead some people to conclude that politics and social divisions must not be allowed to mix. They think that it would be best if there are no social divisions in any country. If social divisions do exist in a country, they must never be expressed in politics. यानी अगर ये प्रॉब्लम है, सामाजिक प्रॉब्लम, तो उसका और पॉलिटिक्स का जुड़ना ये कॉम्बिनेशन अच्छा नहीं है, कंट्री के लिए भी अच्छा नहीं है, नहीं तो वो टूट जाएगा। At the same time, every expression of social division in politics does not lead to such disasters. We have already seen that social divisions of one kind or another exist in most countries of the world. Wherever they exist, these divisions are reflected in politics. In a democracy, it is only natural that political parties would talk about these divisions, make different promises to different communities, look after due representation of various communities, and make policies to redress the grievances of the disadvantaged communities. ये अच्छी बात तो नहीं है कि ये सोशल डिवीजन और पॉलिटिक्स जुड़ जाए, लेकिन ये ज़रूर होता है क्योंकि पॉलिटिकल पार्टी जो है वो एक ग्रुप के लिए थोड़े प्रोमिसेस करती है कि हम आपके लिए ये करेंगे, आपके लिए वो करेंगे, क्योंकि उनको मालूम रहता है कि ये हमारी वोट बैंक है, कि यहाँ से हमें वोट मिलने वाले हैं। Social divisions affect voting in many countries. People from one community tend to prefer some party more than the other. In many countries, there are parties that focus only on one community. Yet, all this does not lead to disintegration of the country. ऐसे नहीं कि हर देश में उसके कारण वो देश टूट फूट जाता है। हमारे यहाँ भी एक कोई कहेंगे हम दलितों के लिए करेंगे, एक पार्टी कहेगी हिंदुत्व के लिए करेंगे, लेकिन उसका मतलब ये नहीं कि कंट्री टूट फूट जाती है, लेकिन संभावना होती है। Three determinants or the 3 factors are crucial in deciding the outcome of politics of social divisions. First, outcome depends on how people perceive their identities. If people see their identities in singular and exclusive terms, it becomes very difficult to accommodate. As long as people in Northern Ireland saw themselves as only Catholic or Protestant, their differences were difficult to reconcile. अभी ये प्रॉब्लम सुलझाने में इजी है नहीं इजी है, उसका परिणाम क्या होता है, तो कौन से 3 पॉइंट पर निर्भर है। फर्स्ट पॉइंट, आर यू ओनली अकॉर्डिंग टू योर रिलीजन और लैंग्वेज। अगर आप खुद को इंडियन पहले मानते हो तो ये प्रॉब्लम होने की संभावना कम है। अगर अपने धर्म के हिसाब से पहले आप सोचते हो मैं सिख हूँ या मुस्लिम हूँ या हिंदू हूँ या क्रिश्चियन हूँ, तो उसके हिसाब से अगर सिर्फ आप मानते हैं तो वो प्रॉब्लम बड़ी प्रॉब्लम बन सकती है। अगर सिर्फ अपनी भाषा के हिसाब से मानते हैं, जैसे श्रीलंका में हमने देखा कि हम तमिल है या सिन्हाली स्पीकिंग है, तो वैसे प्रॉब्लम बन सकता है। It is much easier if the people see that their identities are multiple and complementary with the national identity. A majority of Belgians now feel that they are as much Belgian as they are Dutch or German speaking. This helps them to stay together. बेल्जियम में ये प्रॉब्लम कम है क्योंकि हाँ, हम डच बोलते हैं, हम फ्रेंच बोलते हैं, हम जर्मन बोलते हैं, लेकिन हम सभी बेल्जियन हैं। तो उनकी जो नेशनैलिटी है, राष्ट्रीयता है, वो पहले आती है और not the divisions. This is how most people in our country see their identity. They think of themselves as Indian as well as belonging to a state or a language group or a social or religious community. जब आप यही सोचेंगे कि मैं ये स्टेट से बिलोंग करता हूँ या मैं ये धर्म का बिलोंग करता हूँ या ये जात का हूँ, तब वो प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है। सेकेंड, सो फर्स्ट वी सॉ, अगर आप नैरो थिंकिंग के हैं तो ये प्रॉब्लम बढ़ सकती है। Second, it depends on how political leaders raise the demands of any community. It is easier to accommodate demands that are within the constitutional framework and are not at the cost of another community. यानी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी जब आपको कुछ प्रॉमिस करती है तो ठीक है, आपको ये प्रॉमिस किया है, लेकिन उसका ये मतलब नहीं होना चाहिए कि दूसरे कम्युनिटी को तकलीफ हो या उनसे छीन के आपको दिया जाए. यानी एकोमोडेशन या जो समझौता है वो कैसे किया जाता है उसके ऊपर भी निर्भर होता है. द डिमांड फॉर ओनली सिन्हाला would cost the people who speak Tamil. So that's why in Sri Lanka this problem was there. In Yugoslavia, they presented their demands in such a way that these could not be accommodated within the single country. तो इसीलिए यूगोस्लाविया के 6 भाग बन गए क्योंकि वो दूसरे को accommodate करना नहीं चाहते थे. Third, it depends on how the government reacts to demands of different groups. As we saw in the examples of Belgium and Sri Lanka, if the rulers are willing to share power and accommodate the reasonable demands of minority community, then it won't be threatening for that country. तो थर्ड ये है कि गवर्नमेंट कैसे रिएक्ट करती है. अगर गवर्नमेंट ऐसा कुछ सुलझा सकती है कि सभी को अपना अपना थोड़ा मिल जाए, थोड़ा समझौता किया जाए, तो वो प्रॉब्लम सुलझ सकता है. So we will see what are the 3 factors, okay? Factors that will affect the outcome. Okay, so what was the first factor? How people look at their identities. That means if you see it in a narrow way, then the outcome is more likely to be violent and problematic. Second point is, you'll see role of the political leaders. And the third factor on which it depends is how the government reacts or accommodates. आउटकम यानी परिणाम. यानी परिणाम किन 3 चीजों पर निर्भर है हमने यहाँ देखा कि फर्स्ट आप खुद के बारे में कैसे सोचते हो, यानी अपना नैरो थिंकिंग है या ब्रॉड थिंकिंग. रोल ऑफ पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स, वो आपको जोड़ते हैं या तोड़ते हैं. और फाइनली गवर्नमेंट कैसे रिएक्ट करती है, वो कैसे सबको समा लेती है या समाने को तैयार नहीं रहती. Thus, the assertion of social diversities in a country need not be seen as a source of danger. कि भिन्नता है लेकिन ये dangerous है हमेशा, not necessary. It depends on these 3 things. In a democracy, political expression of social divisions is very normal and can be healthy. This allows various disadvantaged and marginal social groups to express their grievances and get the government to attend to them. Expression of various kinds of social division in politics often result in their cancelling one another out and thus reducing their intensity. This leads to strengthening of a democracy. But a positive attitude towards diversity and a willingness to accommodate it do not come about easily. People who feel marginalized, deprived and discriminated have to fight against injustice. Such a fight often takes the Democratic Party voicing their demands in a peaceful and constitutional manner and seeking a fair position through elections. Sometimes social differences can take the form of unacceptable level of social inequality or injustice. The struggle against such inequalities sometimes takes the path of violence and defiance of state power. However, history shows that democracy is the best way to fight for recognition and also to accommodate diversity. Democracy में हमने कहा कि लोगों की आवाज़ सुनाई दे सकती है, वो अपनी आवाज़ उठा सकते हैं. अगर उनको लगता है कि कुछ फ़र्क किया जा रहा है, उन पर जुल्म हो रहा है, शोषण हो रहा है, फ़र्क दिखाया जा रहा है, तो वो अपनी आवाज़ उठा सकते हैं. तो डेमोक्रेसी ये सबसे बेहतर और बेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट होता है जिसमें डाइवर्सिटी भी समा जाती है. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव कॉल्ड दिस लेसन डेमोक्रेसी एंड डाइवर्सिटी. Diversity is going to be there nearly everywhere, in every country. But to solve the problem of diversity, you'll find that democracy is the best. Now we look at the question answers in your book. The first question discussed 3 factors that determine the outcome of politics of social divisions. Now for that we have already written. So this is question number 1. You have the answer here. Okay. So you can just jot down the answer in case you have not taken. Then you can expand on each if it's a long answer, and if it is just a short 2 marks answer, 1 mark answer, then you need to write only the points. Look at the second question. When does social difference become a social division? Now, man-made discrimination यानी जो आदमी ने ये डिफरेंस बनाया. अभी आप ऊंचे हैं, ठिंगने हैं, काले हैं, गोरे हैं, तो वो तो मनुष्य ने बनाया नहीं है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ब्लैक एंड वाइट और कास्ट, क्रिश्चियन और प्रोटेस्टेंट्स और इवन हिंदू, मुस्लिम एटसेट्रा एंड दलित्स. सो दीज टाइप ऑफ social divisions or social differences create social divisions. Third question that we have, how do social divisions affect politics? Give 2 examples. Now here you can give the example of North Ireland and Netherlands, how in Netherlands it's not a problem, while in North Ireland we saw that it was to a certain extent a problem. Other example that you can give is of Sri Lanka, how because of majoritarianism they don't bother about the Tamil speaking and Sinhalese was made the official language only. Fourth question, here we have fill in the blanks, so you can just fill it in your book itself. Dash social differences create possibilities of deep social divisions and tensions. So there you can write overlapping, okay, overlapping social differences. So your fourth fill in the blank, first one is overlapping creates social tension or division. In that we continue, dash social differences do not usually lead to conflicts, that is cross-cutting. Now if you look at question number 5, here we can directly mark the answers because there's not much to write. You only have multiple choice and you have to tick mark. Okay, so the 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th, all these you have to mark. Okay, so you can write 5, 6, 7 and 8 and I will give you the answers in front of it. Now here, in dealing with social divisions, which of the following statements is not correct about democracy? ध्यान में रखिए, यहाँ पे आपका जो चॉइस है, यहाँ पे कौन सा नहीं फिट होता है. Okay, so be careful, the not has been put in capital. Due to political competition in a democracy, social divisions get reflected in politics. Now this is right. In a democracy, it is possible for communities to voice their grievances in a peaceful manner. This is also right. Democracy is the best way to accommodate social diversity. So this is also right. Now the D1, democracy always leads to disintegration of society. That is the wrong one. So we have to see in this which one does not fit. So for the 5th one, your answer is D. Now let us look at the 6th one. Consider the following 3 statements. Social divisions take place when social differences overlap. It is possible that a person can have multiple identities. Social divisions exist in only big countries like India. Now which statements are correct? Now please note, in the 5th one we saw which one is the wrong one. But in the 6th one we have to see which one is the correct one. So here you have B as the answer. In B you have A and B statements which are correct. Now which were the A and B statements? Social divisions take place when social differences overlap and it is possible that a person may have different identities. 7th one, arrange the following statements in a logical sequence and select the right answers by using the code given below. Now the code given below, that means if it is arranged in the proper order, which one will it be? So for the 7th one, it is A. Now, what is the proper order of A? D, B, C, A. D, B, C, A. Now, let us see D, B, C, A. D. Some social differences may result in social divisions. Okay, so that is the first point. Then you have B. Social divisions of one kind or the other exist in most countries. Then you have C. Parties try to win political support. And then finally A. But all political expressions need not always be dangerous. That means it can be good also, the outcome can be good. And the last one that we see in multiple choice, eighth one. Among the following, which country suffered disintegration due to political fights on the basis of religious and ethnic identities? And that is Yugoslavia. So for the eighth one, your answer will be C or Yugoslavia. Now the ninth question, read the following passage from a famous speech by Martin Luther King Jr. in 1963. Which social division is he talking about? What are his aspirations and anxieties? Do you see a relation between this speech? Now this is a personal response question. It is just for you to read to understand what Martin Luther King Jr. wrote, and this we already know relates to racial discrimination between the blacks and the whites. In Africa, South Africa, this difference was known as apartheid, and Nelson Mandela was in jail for many years. He fought against apartheid. India for many years did not keep relations with South Africa simply because of apartheid. When apartheid was removed, India again had good social relations with South Africa. Earlier they were not taken to play cricket either. There was no import, export, any sort of relation with them. Now, here we have a part of his speech. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Let freedom ring. And when this happens, and when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, whether you're black or whether you're white, whether you're a Brahmin or whether you're a Dalit. All men are created free. Now in your lesson, they have also given you one example of Bulgaria, Romania. Let us have a look at that. Ganesh had come back from his trip and was talking to Mahashweta about the Roma people who live in many countries of Eastern Europe. He met Yordanka, who works as a nurse in Bulgaria. This is what she said about the Roma people. Roma people means people from Romania. Being a nurse, you can't refuse to look after some people, but these Roma people are very dirty. Even when something small happens to anyone in the family, all the family and even the neighbors just march to our hospital. And once they are in the hospital, they don't know how to keep quiet. They talk aloud, smoke, drop ashes all over, spit on the walls. They have no patience and they just start pestering our doctors. And when they are just hanging out like that, anyway, they look so aggressive. After all, these dark-skinned people don't look like us. They have a strange sense of color. Look at their dress. Why can't they try to look like everyone else in the country? And we all know they are thieves. I've heard people say that these Roma people live by selling their blood. None of them can afford the hospital fees. But when they are all ill, they just rush to the hospital at the cost of good Bulgarians who pay their taxes. Now, this is, ये जो कहानी है, बल्गेरिया में रोमेनियंस यानी उनका स्किन थोड़ा हमारे जैसे गेहूंई रंग होता है या थोड़ा डार्क होता है, उनको गंदा मानते हैं कि वो हॉस्पिटल में आते हैं, पूरी फैमिली आ जाती है, एक बीमार है तो भी इतना चाव चाव च्यों च्यों आवाज़ करते हैं, इधर थूकते हैं उधर थूकते हैं, उनके पास पैसे भी नहीं होते, वो अपना खून बेच के पैसा कमाते हैं. तो उनके बारे में वो जो कहते हैं बल्गेरियंस, रोमा लोग, रोमा यानी रोमेनिया के लोगों के बारे में. तो महाश्वेता को लगता है ये थोड़ा इंडिया जैसे ही लगता है. Ganesh went on to talk about Modruzini, a Romani who lives in Romania. When she was 18 years old, she went to the hospital to give birth to her first child. She had no money to pay to the doctor or the nurse. Though she was in the hospital, nobody bothered to come and take care of her. Finally, the sweeper, who was also a Romani, helped her to give birth to a boy. And then the nurse appeared on the scene and said, "Here we have another criminal." Talking about how the Roma people are treated in public hospitals, she says these doctors keep us waiting outside their cabins. On one occasion, one doctor asked me to take a bath if I needed to be examined. Of course, I smelled. During the pregnancy, I ate from the garbage containers. Because I was so hungry all the time, my husband had left me. I had 2 children. I was pregnant with the third. The social worker refused my request for food assistance. My neighbor helped me to deliver the baby. I often feel it is better not to visit these hospitals. तो ये जो औरत आई थी हॉस्पिटल में डिलीवरी के लिए, उसका बच्चा जो पैदा हुआ, कोई उसको देखने के लिए नहीं, उसकी तरफ ध्यान नहीं देख रहे, ये कह के कि ये रोमानी लोग तो गंदे होते हैं, ये तो काले होते हैं, डार्क होते हैं, इल बिहेव्ड होते हैं, गरीब होते हैं. डॉक्टर ने ये भी कहा, मैं तो आपका एग्जामिनेशन करने से पहले आप प्लीज़ नहा के आओ. ये जो लोग डस्टबिन में से खाते हैं, उनको खाने को नहीं है, पानी नहीं है, रहने को जगह नहीं है, तो जब हम कहते हैं वो गंदे हैं, गरीब है, तो क्या हम गलत कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि उनके पास दूसरा इलाज नहीं रहता है. Mahashweta heard him out and said, "Ganesh, why do you have to travel halfway across the world to find this out? This is not a story about Romania and Bulgaria. This is as much a story about our own country and about our people who are branded as criminals by our system." Do you think Mahashweta is right? Do you know of some community in your area that is treated like the Romans? Have you heard people say similar things to what Yordanka or Modruzini said? If you think yes, think for yourself. अभी वो कहती है दुनिया, हाफ दुनिया आप वहाँ जाके रोमेनिया बल्गेरिया में क्या होता है वो समझने के लिए गए. यहाँ इंडिया में भी वही होता है. काफ़ी लोगों के साथ अलग बर्ताव किया जाता है क्योंकि वो कम जात के ऐसे माने जाएंगे, या तो वो गंदे माने जाएंगे, वो गरीब माने जाएंगे, और उनकी गलती नहीं होती है. So we understood the lesson now, how there is diversity, but we can solve that problem. It of course depends on the people, it depends on the government and how you try to solve this problem. And the political party of course takes an important role also.